about to reveal LankyBox's craziest real-life stories ever.
From getting betrayed by our girlfriend to sharing the scariest day of our lives. You'll be shocked when you hear how these stories end.
Watch until the end to see what happens when a mom steals the new Xbox from a kid. Let's go.
Adam, I got a spicy story for you today. I actually brought you some popcorn, Adam.
Oh, is this gonna get pretty juicy?
Get your snacks. It's gonna be a lot of drama. I'm about to spill all kinds of tea. It's gonna be a good one, guys. Now, I'm gonna tell you the story today, Adam, is the time when my girlfriend betrayed me. Adam, this is a continuation of the online girlfriend story with Amy and X, okay?
Oh, with X, okay.
A lot of people in the comments were saying, who is X? Now, in that animation, we gave X an anonymous face.
Wait, what did she actually look like?
X was actually, like, pretty attractive. She was pretty tall and, just like, you know, a normal looking person. This is part 2 of that story.
Okay.
That story that I told last time, we were in 5th grade, right? Now, after 5th grade, we all graduated. We go to middle school, right? That's 6th grade,
yeah.
Right? Now, Amy actually ended up going to a different middle school, so she was gone. She was out of my life.
Oh.
Back then, I didn't have no Instagram. I didn't have no DMs.
You didn't have any friends?
True, I had no self-confidence, but X went to the same school as me, the same middle school. In elementary school, you're in a class with your grade. Like it's 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. Middle school, you start to take classes with older kids.
So there's like a bunch of like tiny 6th graders and some like scary 8th graders in the same class.
Exactly, like the cool older kids, and you're like, Do you remember when you had lunch in middle school? There's like the nerds, that's me, all the little 6th graders, and there's like the cool older kids that like hang out together. I was friends with X, who, if you guys remember, was a year older than me. So I actually sat with her at the cool kids table sometime. Now, a lot of the cool kids were like, what is this kid doing here? Why does he keep talking about Maple Story? But it was cool. I got to sit at the cool kids table because she was older and I kind of knew her. Right? So X and I, you know, we're friends. I was just chilling. I was trying to find my way through middle school. Now, I'm gonna be real for a minute, okay? Middle school is a very sensitive time in people's lives. You know, people are starting to form an identity of sense of self. I didn't really know who I was. I didn't have that many friends as, of course, okay? No girls are into me.
What's new?
What has changed? Nothing. X was one of my closer friends. It was somebody that I really trusted, and she let me into her cool table. I was like, wow, like, this person is close to me. Now, there were some strange signs I noticed along the way. Again, young Justy has no idea what's going on with girls, but there were some signs where I was like, what is this? What is happening? I had a small group of friends, mostly guys. We're all nerds, you know, chilling, playing on the computer and stuff, and we went to go see a movie. X invited herself to come along. I was like, oh, like, you know, that's
She would be the only girl that went?
Yeah, and she's older than us by a year. I was like, oh, that's fine, right? That's chill. And so we get to the movie theater, and somehow, I don't remember exactly how, she convinced us. She was like, there's not enough seats in this row. Me and Justy are gonna sit here. You guys sit in the row in front.
Oh, it's like an empty theater.
Yeah.
All your friends are like,
Again, we all were just completely shy, didn't really know. We were introverted. We were like, oh.
So you didn't realize that she was clearly hitting on you?
No, I did not think that. No. We were all just like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. We just went along with it, right? Because we were like innocent. We didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Then I remember this other time. Do you remember middle school dances?
Oh.
This right here is the king of middle school dances. Adam on the dance.
A lot of stuff went down at middle school dances. At ours, it was literally like a bunch of like 6th graders all dancing, but a bunch of adults were standing right next to them, and you couldn't touch each other on the dance floor. So we would like literally be like,
break it up!
I actually, this is not a joke at all. I actually won an award at my middle school dance for the weirdest dancer. That's not a joke.
Wow, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Good job. I never went to a school dance. But X would always come up to me and be like, hey, you should come to the next dance. You should come to the next dance. And I thought she just did that to everybody. You know, because she was like a pretty outgoing person, pretty social, and I was introverted. Again, I did not see the obvious signs here. I was just like, I'm not going to these dances. No, I actually did go one time because she put so much pressure on me to go. I went once, and I was just so uncomfortable the whole time. I was just sitting there on the side.
Just watching people dance.
I don't know how to, I still don't know know how to dance, honestly. I was very uncomfortable. I was like, man, why did I do that? And it was just because this person had pressured me into going. Now, those were just 2 instances where there was something obvious going on, but I just didn't know what was going on. And I remember I was hanging out with my friends, all those guys, playing video games, and people were like, what's going on with you and X? And I was like, we're just friends. I genuinely thought we're just friends. I was just inexperienced. I didn't understand what was happening. So I was like, oh, nothing. We're just pals, right? And they're like, don't you think it's a little bit weird? Now, there was a 3rd instance, and this was the game-changing betrayal. Okay, now to set this up, I will be telling this in a future story about this girl that I had a crush on. So there, to clarify, there's me, there's X, and now there's another girl that I had a crush on.
Oh, so during this whole part, you liked another girl?
Yes.
Not X?
No. Oh, I thought we were just friends. So I'm gonna tell the story of how me and that girl actually ended up dating in one of the next animated stories. But at this time, X was my only friend who was a girl. I had this crush on this other girl. Her name was Sarah. And I remember I went up to X one day. We were sitting at the lunch table. I remember this so clearly. And X kept trying to tease it out of me. She's like, what's going on? I was like, oh, like I think I like this girl, whatever. And X was like, oh, who is it? Now I realize X thought I was talking about her. And ultimately, I told her, I was like, oh yeah, it's this girl, Sarah. And I remember her face just totally changed. It went from being like, oh yeah, tell me, like, oh, this is so fun, to being like, it's like me when I realize he spent my money. I'm like, hey, who authorized this? Not me. Not me. Definitely not me.
Okay, so X found out you like Sarah, and she was just totally changed.
Because she thought it was her the whole time. So I remember her face totally changed. And she goes, wait, so you don't have a crush on me? And I was like, no. And she goes, well then what did I break you and Amy up for?
Wait, what?
That's what she said to my face.
She admitted that to you?
She said it to my face. I looked at her, I said, what? She said that to my face. She said, well then what did I even break you and Amy up for?
That's so cold.
I was deceased. Now, a lot of people in the comments of the previous video had guessed that this was why she done it. After that, she just never talked to me ever again. She never allowed me to sit at the cool table again. Well, I mean, I didn't really want to talk to her at that point because I realized, like, wow, I got played.
Yeah.
I remember after she told me that, I remember for the rest of the day, I just felt sick. Like, I just wanted to go home. My chest hurt. I was so confused because I realized, like, wow, I had this awesome relationship with a girl named Amy, and it got broken up with because of this person who just manipulated me.
Yeah.
Straight up manipulation.
You actually, I mean, it's probably smart because you could have actually accidentally dated her and had like a really messed up relationship.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. That would have been even worse, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, now I'm gonna get a little bit serious for a minute. A lot of our viewers out there who are at a sensitive time in their lives, that's not just age. Like, you could be in middle school or high school or college. You could be going through things. You could be finding yourself as a person. It is very easy when you are in a period of searching for who you are to be manipulated. You know what I mean? And I look back on this story now and it's like, haha, hee hee, like whatever. But the key here is it was because I did not listen to myself and how I really felt. Because the whole breakup with Amy was due to X coming in and playing with my head.
Yeah.
If I had just not listened to her, I said, no, I'm gonna trust myself, I would have stayed with Amy. And it was the same thing with all these like events. If I just been like, hey, I don't really want to go to a dance, I'm not gonna do it. If I had just hadn't caved into peer pressure, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, on one hand, I'm like, look, I got manipulated, I got bamboozled pretty hard. On the other hand, I'm like, you know, I should have believed in myself and trusted my instincts a little bit more. So to everybody out there at home, a little heartwarming message to everybody, okay? Be true to who you are. Don't get manipulated by sneaky people in the DMs. I would have been crushed at the end of the story if it hadn't been for my really small circle of friends. Because
the ones that you pushed off at the movie theater.
I didn't push them off. X did it. It wasn't me. Now, one of my first jobs was I was a lifeguard. Being a lifeguard takes a lot of training. You gotta get CPR certified. It's not a joke.
Well, you gotta guard people's lives.
You gotta be responsible for people's lives. During lifeguard school, during the whole training, I thought, oh man, I'm gonna be on a sunny beach I'm gonna be like those people you see in the movies, you know, running in slow motion to save some girl from drowning, you know, from
a
the
shark
sharks.
attack?
Yeah, I was gonna punch a shark and save a life. It was gonna be sick. Okay? That's all I was thinking. But when I actually did get my certification, they randomly assign where each lifeguard goes to, like, as far as like pools, okay, within the city. I got assigned to a city pool. So it was like a very small indoor pool, a lot of kids screaming all day. I got a headache pretty fast, and all you do all day, right, is just sit there, right? And just hope that nothing goes wrong, okay? So one day I'm sitting in the adult pool, okay? This is where the adults swim and like the swim teams train. I was like, this is gonna be an easy shift. Nothing's gonna go wrong. So I was sitting in the adult pool, and one of the local high schools, their girls diving team was there that day, okay? Because there's like the adult pool, and there's like a big, like a really deep pool with like a diving board, you know, for like the team. So they came, and I was like, okay, you know, this is gonna be a super easy shift. They are trained divers. They know how to swim. It's not gonna be a problem, okay?
Right.
So, you know, for a few of the girls go, I'm like, okay, this is cool, whatever. I'm chilling, but then suddenly, this one girl gets up on the diving board and looks a little bit nervous. And I'm like, you know, she's probably just like a freshman on the high school team. It's the varsity team. It's probably real intense. She gets up on the board, right? She gets up, and so she does a dive where she's facing towards the board. So then she's standing at the tip of the board. She's facing like basically backwards. Like she's looking backwards down the board, okay? So she's gonna do this simple dive where you just jump up and then you tuck forward and you go down into the water. It was a very simple dive. I was like, nothing's gonna go wrong, okay? She jumps off, form looks real good, and then she tucks, and I hear a whap as she goes down into the water. So I'm not gonna lie, I was only paying half attention because I was pretty bored. Okay, I had not had any food on that shift. I was feeling a little bit lightheaded, okay? I was like, I don't really know what just happened, but you know, again, they're trained divers. It's probably nothing. She climbs up out of the pool and looks okay. I was like, oh, okay. No, I mean, nobody else did anything. Her diving coach.
Did anyone else hear that loud noise?
I think everybody did, but nobody said or did anything. So I was like, okay. Yeah, I must have imagined it. I don't know. So I wait, everybody, all the girls get their turn, they go, and then this girl gets up there again. And now this time, I'm not trying to make it obvious, but I'm watching her. I'm trying to, because I don't want to be like a creep, like staring at the girls diving team.
Staring at her?
I didn't want to be that guy, but I was like, I'm watching in case you hurt yourself. So she gets up on the board, does the same dive again. And this time I see it very clearly. She jumps up in the air, tucks herself, and then hits her forehead on the diving board and then gets in the water. I'm like, wait a minute. So I blow my whistle. Hey, get out of the water, okay? I sit her down and I go, did nobody else see that? What happened? And the diving instructor goes, no, we all saw it the first time, but you didn't do anything, so we thought it was okay. Dude, then my manager came up to me after that shift and said, Justy, you should have done something after the first time. You in trouble.
You were the lifeguard.
Yeah.
And because you didn't say anything, they were just like, oh, I guess it's all right for her to concuss herself.
I guess so. And I also got in trouble. Wait. It was the worst day ever.
Did you get to keep the job?
Yes, but after that, I was moved only to the kiddie pool where all the kids are screaming. It was terrible.
Okay, now speaking of watching over sports teams and keeping everything safe, I actually, for real, used to be a soccer referee.
Oh,
now, I was 12 years old, and at this time, it's hard to get a job at like 12 years old.
They let a 12-year-old referee the World Cup?
No. I was refereeing like kids younger than me. I went to this training because I was like, dude, I really want money to buy stuff like Pokemon cards or like I have a phone or stuff like that. I was like, how do I get money? I need a job. Who's gonna hire me? Basically, no one.
Yeah.
But my sister was a soccer referee, and she was like, oh, you should also try it.
Oh,
So
it's
I was
a
like, that sounds
family
easy.
trade. Yeah.
That sounds easy. You blow a whistle, you tell kids which way the ball goes in the game. That's easy, right?
That's the whole job?
Well, the refereeing was actually one of the worst jobs I've ever had in my life.
Why?
So I went through this like 2-week training course where they teach you all the rules of soccer. You have to learn like even like the tiny little rules that no one knows. You have to learn all those. They test you on them.
Okay.
They like bring you out to a soccer field and be like, what should you do in this situation? It's like a boot camp
They
for
make
referees.
you do that to referee toddlers?
Yeah. So I go through this whole training camp. I'm like, I'm about to be a soccer referee. This is gonna be sick.
Oh, yeah.
I have the yellow uniform. It's gonna look cool. So I go out and I have my first game. It was a 7-year-old soccer team.
Okay.
So it's a team of 7-year-olds versus another team of 7-year-olds. It's my first game ever. I'm feeling real nervous.
Yeah, I would be too. You know, I'm scared of 7-year-olds.
And I remember my mom drove me to the soccer field where this game was taking place. I was shakily taking my whistle out, putting on my soccer shoes, and she was like, do you want me to stay for the game? Because when you referee, if you make a bad call, sometimes the parents will like yell at you. They'll be like, bad call, referee! Or like they'll like tease you. For real.
Be like, wow, that referee is a big that was a bad call.
Like if you make a bad call, the coach will yell at you, and I don't like being yelled at.
Yeah.
So she was like, would it make you feel better if I like stayed and
It was like, would it make you feel better if I held your hand? Yeah. Did you referee the first game with your mom just standing there holding your hand?
No.
And then someone was like, hey, bad call. Your mom's like, shut up. Yeah. Is that what happened?
I wish.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, true.
But unfortunately, that is against the rules to have your mom on the field.
Really?
Unless she's a player on your team.
She might be. Okay.
My mom was like, Adam, it's okay. Like, don't get nervous. Like, I'll just be there on the sidelines, like, watching you. If any of the parents, like, say anything bad, I'll kind of, like, teach them to not say that. So, like, if someone's like, hey, bad call, my mom will be like, oh, it wasn't that bad of a call. Like, trying to, like, you know, keep people happy, right?
Yeah, hey, that ref's got a big neck. It's only kind of long.
At that age, there's like 2 halves. So the first half goes great. It's halftime. I blow the whistle. I'm like, whew. I'm doing great, Mom. I'm feeling really good.
Yeah.
The game is tied at like 2-2. It was actually a pretty intense game considering they were 7-year-olds. But it's the second half, and I'm like, okay, I'm in the clear. All I got to do is just not mess up.
Yeah.
It was a tied game. As I said, it was 2-2. And there was like maybe 2 minutes left in the game.
Okay.
And the kid is like, this kid's dribbling a soccer ball down the field. I'm like running next to him, kind of watching him. So he's like, this kid who's like bigger than a lot of the other kids, he's like dribbling the soccer ball down the field. And like one of the defenders comes up to him and the kid like kind of like shoves him out of the way and then kicks the ball and scores it. And that's like, that point will win them the game.
Okay.
So then I'm forced to be in this position where I was like, did he foul the kid or should I count this as a goal?
What did you do?
I ended up counting it as a goal.
Wow.
Because I didn't want the kid to push me. Because he was like my size. And like okay, when I was like, goal, half the team was like, yeah, nice job.
Yeah.
And the other team that was now losing was like, are you kidding me? They started screaming at me. They was like, ref, that was a foul.
Yeah, that was a
Are you
foul.
blind?
Yeah.
They were screaming at me, dude. And I was so nervous. I'd like turned bright red. My mom was just on the sidelines, like not even sure what to do.
Little did you know, Adam,
What?
that 7-year-old on that fateful day was me. And it was a foul. I fouled that kid. I said, there's no way he's gonna call this.
And I did it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's how we met.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
That would be so funny. I'm just imagining you calling it as a foul and the kid bumps you. And then your mom comes in and bumps the kid. She's like, don't bump my son.
Basically, how that story ended was I quickly ended the game. I left as quick as I could and I just cried on the way home. Because I was just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I think this job is good for me. It was really, really sad. But I was so stressed out.
Did you actually cry?
Yeah. But I did end up getting like better as a referee. Like that was my first game. I ended up being a referee for like 3 years and I got way better at it.
Yeah.
But that first game literally scarred me and I almost just quit right there.
Wow, good thing you didn't, Adam. Oh man, this is the story of the most embarrassing day of my life.
Okay.
Now this story takes place back in middle school. Now you already know a lot of embarrassing things happen at that age. You know, middle school's an awkward time. I was a very awkward kid, okay?
What?
Still am now. But I was even more cringe, more awkward back then.
How could you possibly get more cringe than we already are
I
now?
don't know if you could even imagine that. Basically, this whole story revolves around something we all know and love. Actually, something we all know and hate. Group projects at school. Oh,
Dude,
man.
anytime the teacher is like, all right, guys, pair up for a group project, I hate it.
You are immediately in trouble because y'all know we don't have any friends. Nobody's grouping up with us. And also, this story involves a girl. Got some romance? This story about to get crazy. This story takes place in middle school art class.
Okay.
So in art class, everybody gets assigned to a different table. You don't get to choose where you sit.
Okay.
Okay, my table was 3 people. It was me and 2 other boys. Now, we were randomly assigned our table mates, and these 2 kids, okay, one of them, literally, everyone at school referred to this kid as Danger Dan. This guy was the original bad boy.
Wait, Danger Dan?
Oh, Danger Dan?
What did people call you? Juicy Justin?
Everyone called him Danger Dan because he was very scary, very aggressive. He was like very large, like tall and large at a young age. And he had actually been suspended once before because he got in a fight with some other students.
Okay.
So Danger Dan was like really quiet. He always looked very intense.
Yeah.
And he just kind of sat in the corner. He was very scary. Okay. And the other kid, we had Danger Dan, and the other kid, his name was Willis. Dude, this was the most cringe art table of all time. You got Justy, you got Danger Dan, and you got Willis. And Willis is really one of the centerpieces of this story. Now, Willis was a very awkward kid, very shy, just like me, except a little bit less cringe. He was just very quiet, like a very reserved kid.
Okay.
So now the art teacher comes in and says, okay, we're gonna have our final project before break. Everybody needs to get in random groups based on your table and do this together. I said, what? I gotta work with Danger Dan and Willis? Why? This art teacher did not like our table. She's
why?
like, these kids are troublemakers. 2 of them are very cringe, and 1 of them is a troublemaker.
Okay.
She didn't like us. Dude, I could not make this up. She literally split up the art studio because like all the groups need a place to work. She gave our table to another group. She put us in a closet. I could not make this up. It was a dark, musty closet where all the art supplies were. And she's like working there. There's no windows. There's nothing in there.
What was the project that you guys had to do together?
We just had to make some sort of art project and then present it in front of the class.
Okay.
The group project was not off to a good start. Okay, I'm gonna say for about the first 3 days, nobody said anything in that closet. We just sat there.
Just looking at each other?
Dude, I remember this to this day. Danger Dan was sitting there and he would take pencils from the art supplies because we're in the supply closet, and he would just break all of them. Like, who does that?
And you and Willis are just watching him?
I was terrified. I said, get me out of here. A few days go by, and we got a couple weeks to put this together. I'm like, it is crunch time. I cannot let my grades slip because I have a big brain. I gotta do well in school.
Okay.
I said, I gotta make a play. I gotta do something. I gotta break the ice. We're wasting too much time.
You're gonna save this group project.
It's like an anime, like a sports team anime. I gotta come in and unite everybody because these 2 kids clearly don't care about their grades and we need to do well. So one day I go to class, I'm determined to make a change. I'm still scared of Danger Dan because he's still there snapping pencils, not talking. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go try and talk to Willis. So I go up to Willis, just introduce myself, try to get a conversation going. It's very awkward, but we actually connect because I learned that Willis likes to play chess.
Okay.
And awkward, nerdy, middle school Justy is a chess master. Okay, I went to all the tournaments. I'm bringing home the trophies. So Willis likes to play chess. So what we actually do is we use some of the art supplies and we painted like a chessboard and we used to play chess together in the closet.
You made your own chessboard?
We had nothing else to do. So a few days go by, things are getting better, and Danger Dan starts to open up a little bit too. He starts to watch us play. He's very interested in what's going on.
He probably just ran out of pencils.
He's like, I'm gonna stab you guys next. So I start to connect a little bit with Danger Dan. Also, I find out he likes to play video games online.
Okay.
And again, you know awkward, nerdy, middle school Justy is playing lots of online video games. Now, you know I like to play MapleStory, some fun stuff.
Some Club Penguin.
Why you gotta expose me? Just because I got 50 Club Penguin accounts? So Danger Dan likes to play some older, like some violent games, you know, online. And he used to like teach me, like share tips. And we would actually go home from school and we would play together online.
Okay.
So I started to be friends with Willis and friends with Danger Dan through our nerdy hobbies.
This is going great.
Yes, it was going great. And soon, it was literally like fun to go to art class.
Yeah.
So we just gonna hang out in a closet, unsupervised, just chill.
Yeah.
A few days go by and I say, all right, guys, gotta get a team huddle in here. Guys, we need to make some sort of project. My life hinges on getting a good grade in middle school art class. We had all connected now. We felt closer to each other and Willis opened up to us. This left me shook. So there was this girl in art class. Her name was Isabel. She was very pretty. She was a very nice girl. One of the popular girls, definitely out of the league of me, Willis, and Danger Dan.
Okay, well that's not saying much because every girl is out of your league.
Oh yeah. None of them are out of yours, right? Because your neck is so long. Weird flex, but okay. So Isabel was definitely one of the cooler kids. Really pretty, really nice. I kind of knew her. Like I had like spoken to her a few times. But like Willis and Danger Dan had never said anything to her in their lives. Well, Danger Dan just didn't talk to people, but Willis was really shy.
Right.
Like he was really shy. To set this up, there was in a couple of weeks a school dance. There was like a homecoming type dance.
Okay.
Okay. And so in this team huddle, Willis, like some sort of action movie hero, says, guys, I have a crush on Isabel. And you know what, guys? I feel empowered because now I have you two as my first friends. I think we should make it our project. We're gonna present this in front of the class. It should be a way for me to ask Isabel to the dance.
Dude!
Willis stepped up.
Oh my gosh, that's so creative.
Willis smart. I was like, dude, you're a genius. Let's do it.
Okay, so you and Danger Dan were basically now his like wingmen?
Yes. Me and Danger Dan had all figured out Willis Isabel gonna get married. Let's go. We're thinking real hard. For the next couple days, we're just thinking, we're brainstorming. We're drawing up the schematics.
Now, had Willis talked to Isabel at all?
No, never. Never in his life.
So this was gonna be like his first time talking?
Dude, he's gonna boss up, dude.
Okay.
He's just gonna go in. Now, at this point in my life, I had another hobby, another passion, making videos.
Okay.
So, in art class, they had like these really old school camcorders. So they had like these camcorders that we could borrow, right? And so I was like, dude, what if we made like an action movie and presented, like showed it in front of the class, and at the end, you ask her out to the dance.
Dude.
I was like, dude, everybody else in class playing checkers, the three of us playing chess. Okay, we got a big brain. This gonna work.
So you're gonna make a movie where Willis is the action star, and at the end of beating everyone up, he's like, hey, by the way, Isabel, do you want to date me?
That is exactly what it was. I still remember to this day, this plot was that Willis would play a spy, and he has a secret message he's got to deliver. And you already know what that secret message is.
I love you?
The secret message was, Isabel, will you go to the dance with me? So our team was so hyped. We were like, dude, this is the most 900 IQ play of all time. We're gonna get the girl, and more importantly, we're gonna get A's. Okay? So for the next few days, we go outside. Dude, this was so epic. They came to school with costumes. I came with the camera, right? I was behind the camera directing. We had like fight scenes where like Spy Willis had to fight Danger Dan. And
Just
like
over and over again?
Dude, he looked so tough because Danger Dan was huge. Everyone was terrified of him.
Breaking pencils in the action scene?
This story gonna make it sound like I had a crazy childhood, but somehow Danger Dan brought like a real sword. like Like he brought like a ninja sword to school, like a real one, and we used it in the movie. I don't know how.
Dangerous.
He's Danger Dan. So we finished filming. I honestly remember, like, I was so hyped about all this, right? Like, this story's amazing. It's like a real anime. We united 3 people who didn't know each other, didn't like each other. We found out this guy likes this girl. We made this movie, right? I stayed up multiple nights in a row editing this video. This was such a fun project. At the end of the day, I was like, dude, this is amazing. And then the movie's done. The big day arrives.
The final project?
The final presentation day arrives. The 3 of us roll up, you know, stride out of the closet, okay?
Got the flash drive.
Got the USB.
They're not gonna know I hit him.
No, put this on the big screen. So we got it up on the projector. All the other groups present, you know, some kids like, I made a sculpture, I made a clay pot, whatever.
You're just in the background laughing.
Then it's our turn. We put it on and we hit play. And that action movie starts. We got some spy music going on. Willis comes out and says, I have been given a secret message to deliver.
Dude.
The fight scene goes down. It's crazy. Now, I'm gonna put a little pause in this story right now. So far, right? So far, this whole plan just sounds amazing.
This sounds epic.
On paper. On paper.
Oh, no.
This sounds epic.
No, what's gonna happen?
But realize this, Adam.
No.
Like, think for a minute, though. Like, imagine you're sitting in that class. You have to realize how cringe all of this actually is. because, like, the whole time, like, it was because we had spent so much time in that closet, we had lost our minds. And, like, we're socially awkward kids, so we didn't, like, have other friends to be like, hey, this is what we're doing.
Hey, by the way, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, nobody was like, dude, don't do that, okay? In the moment, we're like, dude, these scenes are tough, like, this is crazy. But when we were actually just sitting there watching it, about halfway through, I was like...
Sweating a little bit. What did Danger Dan and Willis think while they were watching?
I don't really know. I was just staring at the screen. I was trying, because I knew I could feel like the teacher and all the other students staring at us. They're like, who are these cringe kids? So I just stared at the screen. I didn't want to look around. About halfway through the video, I realized, dude, this is probably the most cringe thing that's ever happened in my life. And to make matters worse, I know that in like 2 minutes at the end, he's gonna ask Isabel to the dance. So I start to panic. I say, okay, time for Spy Justy to shine. Could I somehow stop the recording from playing? How do I save this? But ultimately, I did absolutely nothing. And it gets to the end. And like there's some smoke effects.
No.
Willis pops up, having defeated Danger Dan, and says, I have the secret message to deliver.
No.
Isabel, will you go to the dance with me?
That was probably what the room just sounded like. Just
Dude,
silence.
It was silent except for one sound. I cannot make this up. Isabel started crying.
Oh my god.
Dude, Isabel literally started crying and left the class. She just walked out.
Why did she cry?
Because of how cringe it was. She literally cringed into tears. To give her credit, look, Isabel was a very nice girl, and she did actually end up saying yes, because it would have just been, like, she can't say no to that. But that's probably why she cried also, because she realized, like, I can't say no at this point. Like, everybody's seen this happen.
She went to homecoming with him as, like, a pity favor?
Well, she couldn't say no, dude. He literally fought Danger Dan for her with a sword. That was, hands down, the most embarrassing day of my life. At the end of the day, we didn't get Willis the girl. We actually all got C's on that project. That teacher was not amused, okay? But at least on the bright side, we had made friends with each other.
Yeah.
Even though it was cringe, Danger Dan and Willis stayed my friends for a long time after that.
That's awesome.
Hey, we came out of it as friends, you know, we were partners in crime. Oh man, Adam, I'm gonna tell my story first. This was a story in which I almost actually perished.
Really?
Yes, I was almost swept off the face of the earth by a crazy clown. This takes place when I was in high school. Now, in high school, I didn't have a car. So I relied on, sometimes my friends had cars, they would drive me around, whatever, or my parents could give me a ride, or I could take the public transportation. Okay? I was hanging out with my friend at school, and we were both into playing video games.
Okay.
And so he was like, you know what, you should come over. We should play some video games together. It's gonna be crazy. I'm like, oh, let's do it. I'm like, okay, this is perfect. I actually just got the new gaming console, and I've been saving up my allowance, I got the new console. I could bring it over to your house. We could play it together.
Okay.
He's like, oh man, let's go. I said, but there's one problem. I don't have a car. I can't get there.
Right.
He's like, no problem. My parents can come pick you up after school and we can all go together. I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, done. Easy.
Now, have you been to this friend's house before?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay.
But, I was like, we've been friends for a while, so, it don't matter.
Right.
The day comes, I actually brought my console in my backpack to school. And so after school on Friday, his parents came and picked us up and we went to his house together. Now, I didn't know this at the time, but his house just happened to be located in a pretty sketchy part of town.
Oh, no.
I didn't know that at the time. I was like, wow, whatever. So we get to his house, it's actually going fine. We're sitting there playing video games, chilling, having a great time, drinking some soda pop, eating some chips, having a jolly old time. Pretty deep into the night, we're still playing video games. And I'm not gonna say this happens often, but I felt a little rumble in my tummy. So it was probably like midnight. And I had a stomach ache. I was like, oh man.
Too much like soda and pizza and
I had
stuff?
one too many donuts, clearly. Honestly, I was prepared to sleep over, right? Friends sleep over.
Right.
I was like, I gotta go home.
Oh, you're getting sick.
I was getting sick. I was actually sick. I was like, I gotta go. But the problem was his parents were asleep. Okay, his parents were asleep. I couldn't get a ride back home.
Oh, right.
Okay, so I was like, no problem. I'll take the bus. I'm very good at taking the bus. This will be no problem. But like I said, this was not the nicest neighborhood. And so I realized about 2 minutes after leaving his house, I was standing in a sketchy neighborhood at night holding a video game console. I was like, this might not be the best idea. Okay, the bus finally arrives. I'm like, thank goodness. Okay, that took long enough. I get on the bus, I pay my change, and I go sit in the back. And I sit down with my little game console.
Okay,
no
so
problem.
far this sounds pretty good.
Except,
No.
after I get on the bus, one other person gets on the bus with me. Only one. And this guy literally looked like a crazy clown. I don't understand why to this day. He had eye makeup on. His hair was normal, but it was very thin. It was wispy, you know what I mean? It was literally like an empty bus, except for me. And he walked all the way and sat basically 2 seats away from me. So I'm starting to panic a little bit. I said, The doors close, right? We start moving. And the guy just turns over and looks at me. I'm very confused. I don't like it. I get uncomfortable. And what do I do when I get uncomfortable, Adam?
You sweat?
No, usually I try to get a snack. But I couldn't eat anything.
All right.
So I start to panic because I don't know where I'm at. I'm holding a game console. This guy's staring at me. There's no one else. He looks like a clown and I got no food. So, what do? I make one of the worst decisions of my life and I yank the bus line. I'm like, I'm getting off at the next stop.
Oh, no.
I didn't even wait to get home. Now, I was thinking in the back of my mind, it's whatever. That was weird. Just a weird bus ride. I'll just walk home. It's no problem. The guy was maybe dressed up for a YouTube video. You don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get off and I start walking. Then I realize this guy also got off the bus at the same time.
No.
So I'm trying to do that thing where you walk really fast, but you're not trying to look like you're running.
Right.
Because I was like, if I start running, this guy's gonna run after me.
And your stomach is just gonna explode.
There's too many donuts. I'm thinking, what do I do? Because this guy's straight up following me. And to make matters worse, I did not have a cell phone at this time. So I'm like, is this the end of Justy Chromie as we know it? I use all of my remaining IQ brain power. I realize I need to find a store that's open late at night and go inside the store. I find a convenience store that's open 24 hours a day, and I walk there. The parking lot is empty. I look around, and the clown is suddenly gone. I am very confused, but then there's one car parked in the parking lot. and the door opens and this bald guy gets out and starts walking towards me.
Wait, was it the clown?
It was not the clown. It was a different guy. I was like, did the clown just eat this guy? Where did this guy even come from? I'm saying, I'm going into the store. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I go into the store, and the bald guy follows me into the store. You already know I'm going straight to the chip aisle. Trying to hide in some Lay's, okay? Trying to mind my own business. This guy comes up to me and taps me on the shoulder. At this point, I'm pretty shook. I'm like, what is happening? I said, this might be it, Adam. Justy might have perished on this day. He starts to reach into his coat pocket and he pulls out a badge and says, hello, I'm Officer Kennedy.
He was a police officer?
He was an undercover police officer patrolling the parking lot at night. So he was wearing regular clothing and he says, where did you get this game console? He thought I stole the game console. I explained the entire story to him, the clown. At this point, do I realize how crazy I must sound because the clown was not there? He's like, what is this kid talking about? I told him the whole story and then I made it home safely.
Really?
Yes, that's a true story.
Dude.
Yeah.
He probably didn't believe you because you told him you were at your friend's house. And that would require you to have friends. And he would just look at you and know that's a lie.
Why you gotta expose me?
This kind of leads into my story, which also involves one of my friends. Now, I was a bit younger. I was actually in middle school when this happened. So me and my friend, Ben, at the time, were like, okay, let's have a sleepover on Friday night. We were really close friends. Now, I was like, okay, come over to my place. We can like play video games. We can hang out. We can sleep over. It's gonna be really fun. So to set this story up, basically my house is like a normal house, right? But in the backyard, we have a fence, and outside of the fence, there's a big forest.
Okay.
So I was like, Ben, think of how like cool and brave we would look if we went into the haunted forest at night and we could like tell all our friends about it. He was like, okay, cool. So I'm like, okay, at 3 a.m. at night when my parents are asleep, we're gonna sneak out and go into the forest.
3 a.m.?
Yeah, because I don't want my parents knowing or like hearing that I was like leaving the house. So we stayed up playing video games like 3 a.m. We're like, okay, dude, like it's really late. Like let's like go. Like this is our chance. We go into my backyard. We open the fence. And we see this massive dark forest.
Oh man.
Just pitch black. So I turn on my flashlight and I could see like maybe like 5 feet in front of me. And we're like, okay, like I guess this is it. Let's just go.
This is still a good idea.
Yeah, so we like slowly start walking forward. And like you could definitely hear like, it was probably like false. You could hear like the crumpling of leaves as we stepped on them. So I'm like leading the way with the flashlight. I'm like looking, kind of scanning across, making sure like we don't like trip over any like fallen trees or whatever. So we're walking, like no one's saying anything. It's like pitch darkness.
Yeah.
I turn around and I heard like crackling leaves like 20 feet in a different direction, like to my side.
No, tell me he's still there.
So I was like, oh, like maybe he like went over to that path or whatever.
No.
So I was like, Ben? Nothing. I didn't hear anything. And then I heard in the distance back by my house, he was like, Adam, I went back.
Ben left you for dead.
Dude, I think he got scared and like turned around, but like didn't like tell me. Cause I was like way in front with the flashlight.
Adam, some friends you got.
So then I'm standing there and I'm like, wait a minute. If he's back there, what was the noise I just heard?
Oh no.
I was like, Ben? And he's like, Adam, just turn back. It's fine. Like, just come back to the house.
Just come back to the sound of my voice, Adam.
Immediately, like, when that happened, like, the hairs on the back of my neck stood up, and I could tell something was off.
Oh.
Like, I got that sensation that, like, something or someone was watching me. So I'm standing there, because I'm like, I don't want it to, like, know where I am, so I turn off the flashlight.
What?
I'm in pitch black.
Wait, there's something moving around you?
Yeah, like, actually. And I could tell it's like, getting closer.
What?
Yeah.
Just run!
No, I was too scared. I was like, if I run, it's gonna chase after me. So like, maybe if I just stay still, it won't see me. So I'm standing there just terrified for my life. I don't know what to do. I'm like, this is a terrible idea. I'm like, I could tell it getting closer and closer. I turn on the flashlight because I'm like, if I'm gonna die, I might as well just see what's about to happen.
Oh.
I quickly point the flashlight and I see this giant rabbit just sitting there. Like the rabbit was just like hopping around.
Was it kooky?
No, it was not kooky.
Kooky hopping around
No.
in the middle of the forest to give you that wow.
No, it was this giant rabbit that was making the noise.
Wow.
And like this giant relief just washed over me. So I like sprinted back home as fast as I could. I got back to my mom's house and like I actually felt like so cool. Like I felt like, wow, like I'm actually such a bad boy.
Oh, really?
No, I just cried.
What's wrong? You don't like...
Hey! Go!
What's wrong? You don't like dodgeball? Too bad you stink at video games. We could be playing that instead.
I am a good gamer.
Okay, so it looks like I can't tell if that's like a meanie and they're like actually being mean or if they're like buddies. You know what I mean? Because they could be buddies.
Right.
But one of them, he's yeeting the balls at him and he says, "You're not a real gamer." Okay.
Too bad you stink at video games. We could be playing that instead.
I am a good gamer.
Maybe next year after I graduate, they'll let you on the gaming team.
Can't wait till that happens.
Okay.
Wow.
So maybe that was like a year ago because now they be looking different. Got a fresh new cut. It says present time. So this school has a gaming team?
Now, guys, this video is going to be linked down below. I am incredibly excited to watch this.
All right, let's go, dude.
Dude, we're playing the Red Warriors tonight. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of money on the line.
Hey, can we join your gaming team?
Okay, so there's a gaming team at school and there's a bunch of money on the line.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
You? I thought you didn't even have the new Xbox.
Yeah, I've got the Series X.
And I play at his house.
Yo, guys, the Xbox Series X is the brand new Xbox. It is very hard to get. It's very expensive. It's limited edition.
At his house? What, Oscar? You don't have an Xbox?
Yeah, he's got an Xbox.
It's a 360.
A 360? What do you play, Pac-Man? And Space Invaders?
No, I've got Call of Duty and GTA.
There's no way we could win if he doesn't have the new Xbox. Yeah, that's why they call it competitive gaming.
Okay, so an Xbox 360 is like a pretty old Xbox. That's from a few years ago, probably.
Right, that's like 10 years old or something.
Okay, they're making fun of him. They're saying you can't be a competitive gamer without the latest and greatest Xbox. That's not true.
Right.
Come on, man.
Well, I can get one.
We'll see after you do.
That doesn't make sense.
Can you stop? It's important.
You didn't try and drive the car again, did you?
No, Mom. Not since you started hiding the keys. This is much more important.
Oh, what is it?
I need you to get me an Xbox.
An Xbox? That's it? Didn't we get you one of those like last year?
Mom, I was 7. They have newer ones now.
What's so important about an Xbox anyway? It's not gonna help you get into college.
Mom, you forget what it's like to be a kid. I need the latest and greatest. Besides, you can make a lot of money in competitive gaming.
Oh, that's interesting. He wants to be signed to an esports team like me. I always go to ask Mom, say, "Hey, can I get the new Nintendo Switch?" She won't buy it for me, so I could relate, dude.
Right.
Mom, you forget what it's like to be a kid. I need the latest and greatest. Besides, you can make a lot of money in competitive gaming.
Okay, fine. You've been good. And your birthday's coming up. How much are they?
Oh, you should be able to get one for $4.99.
Dollars? $499? For a game?
It's not a game. It's a platform. It's basically like a high-performance computer.
Fine, but it's gotta be for next Christmas too.
So, have you finished your science research paper yet?
How am I supposed to figure out the origin of the sun?
Well, you better, or you're never gonna get an A.
Huh. Hey, look, it's Oscar. Heard you got a birthday coming up.
How would you know?
Oh, 'cause I got you a present.
Wow, really?
Maybe he's not so bad after all.
What is it? It feels kind of light.
Open it and find out.
There's nothing in here.
That's the point. It's an old box. At least it's newer than your Xbox.
Oh! That was clever.
Get yeeted on, bro.
Wow.
Ha! Joke's on you. My mom's getting me the new one for my birthday.
Oh, is mommy gonna show you how to play it too?
Don't listen to him. He's just jealous.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Austin won't stop teasing Oscar about his old Xbox. Will he ever get a new one?
Oh man, let's go.
Excuse me, is this where the Xboxes are sold?
Yeah. When we get any.
Oh, well, do you have any now?
Yeah, but we only have two. The bundle with Halo and the regular one.
Oh, Halo. What's that?
It's a really popular action game. Fighting, destruction, sci-fi, stuff like that.
Oh, I don't want anything like that. I want to keep it family oriented. Just give me the regular one.
Okay, and the kiddie games are over there.
Okay, so the mom bought the Xbox. This is great.
Okay, this is going real good, guys.
This is lit, bro. Let's go.
Oscar, aren't we a little old for birthday parties?
How'd they get footage of us at his birthday party? That's us, bro.
Now, guys, let me remind you, this video is titled Kid Gets His Xbox Series X Stolen by His Friend's Mom. So this video is gonna get nuts.
This video is already nuts. What are they eating, bro?
I think gummy bears?
Is that cereal or ice cream, bro?
I don't even know, and they're drinking it out of a glass?
All right, this is fancy, dude. It's a birthday, bro. Got the strap on the wrong side. This is lit, bro.
No, this one's gonna be epic. Just wait for the presents.
Oscar, are you ready for the big moment?
It's the Xbox.
Heck yeah! Put it down, put it down. This package looks a little small.
He got underwear? Wait, what?
Guys, we have never seen this video before. This is a live reaction. Thank God, she got him some diapers. Hey, happy birthday, dude. Hey, Boxy, I got you some diapers. What's going on, bro? Where's the Xbox?
This package looks a little small. What is this?
Well, honey, your old ones are getting worn out. And besides, these are designer.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, I love them. Is there anything else?
Okay, this is crazy, bro.
So his mom got them like Gucci tighty-whities. That's a flex. Cause they're like designer, I guess. I don't really know, but maybe she'll also give him
some Gucci diapers. She gave them to him in front of his friend, bro. That's crazy. This is actually Adam's last birthday party, bro. Actually.
Yeah, I love them. Is there anything else?
Well, let me see what you think about this one.
What?
Dude, I think that's...
Yeah, I know.
What is it?
Oh, it's Just Dance.
Just Dance is a super lit game where you dance, guys. We don't have it, we don't play it, but I've seen YouTube videos on it.
Yeah.
Pretty lit.
Oh, it's Just Dance.
Yeah, but I think it's with the new Xbox. Mom, is there anything else?
Well, if you liked that, you're gonna love this.
That's the Xbox.
Wow! A new Xbox!
Yeah, a Model S.
This is great and all, but don't you have any other games besides Just Dance?
Well, it is your birthday and Christmas present.
I wonder what it is.
Call of Duty?
Far Cry?
Oh, Lego Avengers.
Man, I want that game.
Now, he was hoping that he would get some video games that are for a little bit of an older crowd, but he got like Lego, Just Dance, like the kiddie game.
What do you mean kiddie games? I like those games.
Yeah, Justin's very good at Lego games.
You sit around and play all your Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I play like Animal Crossing and Smash Bros.
Yeah, no, you don't. Your mom won't let you play that game. Too much fighting. Are you serious?
Oh, Lego Avengers.
Well, now you've got plenty to get started with.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Nice. He's grateful.
Hey, Austin,
What is it, Carter?
did you hear that Oscar got a new Xbox?
Probably a Series S.
What's wrong with that?
That's what you got.
That's because that's the only one you can get right now. I got an X.
Yeah, I got one too.
That's because you guys got them when they first came out. There's no more stock on them.
Who talks to people like that, bro?
Hey, Justin, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, man? I got you some tiny white. What was the point of the underwear, bro? What was the point of that?
Maybe that'll come back later.
I hope so, man.
Yeah.
Because that was just random, bro.
Mom, can you make me a Hot Pocket?
Oscar, what's wrong?
I had a bad day at school.
I don't know why. We got rid of that SpongeBob lunchbox.
No, Mom, it's because of the Xbox. You didn't get me the good one.
Oh, man. Now, this is relatable. I sometimes get home from school. Had a real rough day, Miss MacArthur. Can I have a Hot Pocket? She said, you already had 2 for breakfast. I said, give me a Hot Pocket. Okay? Nah, this is kind of messed up, bro. He's saying you didn't give me the good one. Guys, he's got to be grateful, man. He got a new Xbox. He got 2 brand new games. That's lit already. That's hundreds of dollars. But he's like, I want the new one, and I want better games.
Yeah, it would be like if I gave you like an iPhone 13 and you were like, oh man, you didn't give me the Pro Max iPhone 13.
Bro.
Just be grateful for what you
That's what I'm
got.
saying, dude.
No, Mom, it's because of the Xbox. You didn't get me the good one.
The other one? The one that comes with Hello Kitty, I think it is?
You must mean Halo. Did they have the other series?
You mean the more expensive one? Yes, they have it. Is that what you want?
Yeah, can we switch it?
Fine. But you better come to the store with me to make sure we get the right one.
Thanks, Mom.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes, can I help you?
Yes, can we exchange this Xbox for the other one?
Oh, you mean the Halo bundle? Yeah, I got it right here.
That's not the Series X.
Series X? Oh no, we don't have any of those.
Okay, yeah, guys, the Series X is like super rare. Everyone on YouTube's like, you gotta try and like get it like right before it sells out.
Yeah, it's like the PS5 or something.
Yeah.
Series X? Oh no, we don't have any of those.
Oh man, that stinks.
How can we get one?
Well, we have one at the West Side store. I could transfer it in for you.
Really?
We'll take it.
Nice.
I can't believe we lost to the Blue Demons.
Yeah, we just got outnumbered. What are we gonna do?
We need more players.
Hey, Austin, did you hear the news?
Yeah, guess who's getting an Xbox? Series X.
Not you, because they're all sold out.
Wrong.
Mine's coming into the store on Tuesday.
What?
I guess he's got you beat.
Shh. Mom,
What is it, Austin?
I need you to give me that better Xbox.
You know I already tried. They don't have any of those.
You know that dweeb, Oscar Myers from school? He said they're coming in on Tuesday.
Tuesday? Where at?
Down at Big Mart. And I gotta make sure that he doesn't get one before me.
There's no way that little Oscar's gonna upstage my boy.
Wait a minute! Is she gonna steal the Xbox?
Dude, they're gonna go to the store on Tuesday and get it before. But didn't the other guy like reserve it? Isn't it theirs?
I think so, Oscar Mayer.
Bro, this is nuts, bro.
Thanks, Mom. You're the greatest.
You can count on me.
Hi, we're the Myers.
Yeah, here for the Xbox Series X.
Oh, I remember you. I got it right here.
Ooh, can you ring up one of these too?
Sure, you're lucky we have any.
Honey, what is that? That looks expensive.
No, it's practically free.
I could hold that here if you want to do more shopping.
Sounds great. We have to get some more clothes anyway.
Fine.
Oscar is finally getting the right Xbox, but his mom is making him go shopping first. Looks like nothing could possibly go wrong now. Or will it?
What?
Oh, hi, Shayna.
Oh,
What's up, Taylor?
Looks like your shift's over. I'm ready to start working.
Oh, just one thing.
Oh, really? What's that?
This Xbox Series X is for Mrs. Myers. She's in the store.
Xbox Series X. Myers, got it.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
I'm here for an Xbox. The X model this time.
Oh, are you Mrs. Myers?
Myers? You mean Oscar Myers, Mom?
I don't know anything about your kid, but you're Mrs. Myers, right?
Myers? Yeah.
Wow, she tricked her.
This is how Adam's mom talks to us when Adam wants more milk. You already got plenty. Bro, this is nuts, man. She's gonna lie and say her name is Myers so she could get the Xbox?
Wow.
Oscar Myers, Mom?
I don't know anything about your kid, but you're Mrs. Myers, right?
Myers? Yeah. Is that my Xbox right there?
Ah, yes, I have your Xbox.
Well, let me have it so I can get out of here.
All right, here you go.
Ah, that's what I came for.
Bruh.
Hi, we're back with our purchases.
Who are you?
I'm Taylor. Who are you?
We're the Myers. And where's our Xbox?
And my graphics card.
Your graphics card is right here, but the other Mrs. Myers took the Xbox.
The other Mrs. Myers?
Where'd she go?
She just left. In fact, she's right over there.
Oh!
What?
Come on, Oscar. Let's go.
Hey, yo!
There she is!
Gonna be a mommy fight in the store. What's going on, bro? Bruh.
Wait a minute. You're Austin's mom.
Oscar, what are you doing here?
I'm here for my Xbox.
You better give it back or I'm telling your mom.
Too late. I'm already here.
Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now?
Give me my Xbox.
And security is on the way.
That was easy.
She just dipped. Bruh. This is not how real life works. This is some sort of alter. We don't know because we don't really leave our house. We don't understand. Is this how the real world works, bro?
That's literally what Justin does when he has like one hand about to grab cookies in a cookie jar and my mom catches him. He'll just run away just like
That's what
that.
happens when we're at the grocery store and I try to sneak in the extra pack of Oreos and mom says, drop them. I'm gone.
Let me see that one more time.
What is this?
Too late. I'm already here.
Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now?
Give me my Xbox.
And security is on the way.
That was easy.
Nobody messes with your mom.
Hey, Chandler, do you still need gamers for your team?
Yeah, I heard that both of you have X's now.
Yeah, too bad what happened to Austin.
Austin?
Yeah, didn't you hear? His mom took his Xbox away.
Well, then you guys should be on the team. He sucked anyway.
Wow, bro.
And that is the end, guys. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Go check out LankyBoxShop.com. Get LankyBox plushies.
These videos make no sense, guys. They only let them on the team because they have like lit Xboxes now.
Yeah.
It's messed up. They didn't want to play with them before, but now it's like, oh, you guys got Xbox Series X, you can join. You don't want to be a part of that team anyways, bro.
Yeah, we don't have lit Xboxes, but you do have lit dance moves.
Yeah. I don't have a lit S-Box. I want, hey, Bobby, can I get S-Box? Can I get S-Box? You go play with the S-Box. I'm gonna go eat some hot sauce. Yeah.